Woman suddenly discovered that the child she adopted was actually her best friend's and her husband's. The two had schemed all along, waiting for her to raise the boy so he could one day inherit her company. Once that happened, they planned to claim the child and take everything from her. But instead of exposing them, the woman continued caring for the boy, raising him into an outstanding young man. To ensure her biological son could get into a top university and eventually take over the company, the best friend signed him up for 10 tutoring classes. The woman told the boy, "I just want you to enjoy your childhood. Even if you don't want to run my company later, that's fine. Your happiness matters most." The best friend panicked. "You don't have parents, and your family company is worth billions. If you're not leaving it to my son, who else would you give it to?" Thinking the woman was reluctant to spend on tutoring, she tried to pressure her. The woman calmly replied, "This is how I raise my child. If you disagree, pay for the classes yourself. But if he gets into a top university and loves finance, I'll hand the company to him." Those words hooked the best friend immediately. She imagined, once my son is in college, the company will be his. Dreaming of becoming rich, she borrowed 50,000 yuan from her mother. For 3 years, she visited the woman's house constantly, trying to bond with her son, but he remained cold toward her. Then, she saw a news story about a top student refusing to acknowledge his biological parents. The woman commented, "Adoptive parents' love outweighs birth parents. It's normal for a child not to recognize them." Testing her, the best friend asked, "What if his real parents show up? Would he recognize them?" The woman replied firmly, "No. He's never met them, has no bond. Why would he?" The best friend pressured the man to buy a villa next to the woman's house so she could be near her son daily. The man hesitated. "I'm not married to her yet. I can't touch her money." She had a plan. "We can take loans for the down payment. Once the boy inherits the company, paying off the mortgage will be nothing." Soon, the woman discovered their secret purchase. For 3 years, the best friend worked as a free housekeeper at the woman's house. The day before the college entrance exam, the man and the best friend were thrilled. Their son was about to enter college and inherit the company. That night, the man got a message from the woman. She was busy and asked him to take the boy to the exam the next day. He went to her bedroom with the best friend, unaware she had been watching everything. The next morning, the woman called, "I came back early. I'm heading to my room to shower." The man panicked. "Where are you?" "I'm right outside the door," she said. When she entered, only the best friend was there. She made an excuse. "I was tired from taking care of the boy, so I rested in your room a bit." Meanwhile, the man clung to the window ledge, terrified she'd see him until he fell. The housekeeper downstairs screamed. The best friend ran down, saw his broken leg, and panicked, trying to call an ambulance. The woman intervened. "The villa is far from the city. An ambulance will take too long. I'll drive him myself. But this means the boy might miss the exam. If his leg isn't treated now, he might never walk again. He can retake the exam next year." The man said, "No, take him to the exam first." The best friend agreed. "Yes, the exam is more important." The woman nodded and smirked. Everything was going according to plan. Once the man's condition stabilized, the woman said, "You'll probably spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair." The man and the best friend froze. Pretending to be surprised, she added, "Why are you more upset than I am?" The man changed the subject. "Did our son's results come out?" The boy called. He'd been accepted into Huacheng University. The man and best friend's eyes lit up, imagining the fortune awaiting them. When the boy arrived, the woman told him, "I'm holding a press conference tomorrow to officially transfer the company to you." She left to prepare. At the conference, the man and best friend watched as the woman and boy signed the papers. Once the pen hit the page, the transfer was official. Suddenly, the best friend shouted, "I have something to announce." She rushed the stage. "I'm his legal wife, and this child is ours." The woman feigned shock. Reporters swarmed. The best friend cried, "I'm the real mother. Do you know how much I've sacrificed for him?" The boy was stunned. The audience condemned the man and the best friend. Thinking she had won, the best friend tried to push the woman out, but the woman laughed. Right then, her assistant walked in carrying a thick stack of documents.